What is important for us to know?
I'm in singing.
I love the sport. I play it a lot.
He's firm, but he's also fair.
और एटलीस्ट करो तो अपने बॉस को पता मत चलना.
Hey Ritika, hi.
Hey, Prathamesh, hi.
What's your question to your super boss?
My question to our super boss is, how would you define your leadership style?
That's a good one.
Thank you.
So there was one pithy phrase that came up in an anonymous 360-degree performance appraisal a while ago, which I think captures my style succinctly. It says, he's firm, but he's also fair. And I think that essentially is who I am.
Hey Anshul, hi.
Hi, Prathamesh.
What's your question to your boss?
Something that your team members and your colleagues don't know about you?
See, I've been working for last 10 years now, so generally people know most of the things which I do in office. But what do I do after office is something like I'm in singing. I started singing in my childhood, and I stood first in one of the state level competition also. I'm in cooking as well, and I love sports. I play badminton, TT.
Hey Nitish. Hi. What's your question to your boss?
My question would be, do you have a hobby outside your work to become a better leader?
That's an interesting one.
I think it's football. I love the sport. I play it a lot. And to become a better leader, essentially, you need to know how to take a team forward. These aspects in football, like giving respect, getting respect, performing as a unit, doing your best. There are times when you need to fill up for another person. There are calls that you need to take to help your team move forward. There are different roles that you play while playing football. I think all of it put together helps you become a good leader, a good team player, and at the same point of time, when everything clicks well, you get great outputs too.
Hey Riyanka, hi. What's your question to your boss?
So, I always wanted to know who is his favorite on-screen boss and why.
Well, India loves cinema, so this will be an interesting one.
So, my favorite on-screen boss happens to be Harvey Specter from the show Suits. He's extremely passionate and self-driven, makes him very aspirational to work for. Second aspect of Harvey Specter is that he stands up for his team, something that all team members would want. Third, he's always interested in his team's growth, something again that the team members would want. So yeah, that's my answer.
What's your question to your boss?
Okay, my question is, have you ever stumbled upon social media during a meeting? And if so, then why?
That's an interesting one. Let's see.
There can be multiple reasons why I have used that. One is why I am into a repetitive kind of meeting. When we already do a meeting in a smaller group and then we go for a meeting with a larger team. Secondly, at times when the meeting is irrelevant, sometimes, a lot of times you have to get into a meeting which are not relevant to you. Those are just FYI for your information. Thirdly, it's sometimes the meetings are, to be honest with you, where the relevant topic comes up as far as social media is there, and if there is any message is shared or discussed and you have missed it, so you generally it's a tendency that you immediately pick it, read those things so that you become relevant for that discussion. You exactly know what are the other discussion points which has happened. And lastly, कुछ meetings बहुत boring होती हैं. You cannot help it, but you have to just distract yourself by looking at if there is any other information meeting with information or details which have come over your social media, so you look into that. But I suggest all not to do it, or at least करो तो अपने boss को पता मत चलना.
Here's my last and final question. What should bosses do to avoid being a bane?
Lao Tzu had said once that a leader is the one who never lets the people know that they were led. And I think we should move away from the terminology of a boss and look at leaders. What is important for us to know is it's not about me, it's about we. The moment we invert the pyramid and focus on the team, it becomes easier for us. It is important for a boss to know that micromanagement doesn't work. You need to trust your team. You need to give them that confidence that I am behind you. It reminds me of some of the wonderful people that I've worked with who believed in me, my competency, and always said, I am behind you, don't worry. And I think if you want to make sure that you end up as a good leader, you imbibe these qualities and become the leader that everyone wants to follow.